shooting for 40 like you and I talked, and we ended up getting like over 60 RSVPs and about 50 people showed up. So
Wow.
it was good. I'm counting this as a success. I have somebody who reached out to me today and said, I didn't authorize for my photo to be on Facebook. So I want that removed. And it's like a reel. So I don't really know how to cut a reel without like redoing it. So I was like, I think that might be a win. Somebody who's unhappy that their photo's on Facebook. Obviously,
Well,
you
not only
watched
that,
it
but
to
they
get the
that means
fun.
they followed you as well because it doesn't just
Oh yeah.
so yeah, I mean, I guess I mean the only thing you do is when you have them sign in, just say, hey, we're going to be taking, photos for social media, and so if you have an issue, like, sit in the non-viewing
Yeah.
section or something like that.
Yeah.
But people, there's always going to be for something for someone to complain about. That's what I learned a long time ago.
Always.
So,
Yeah.
but what was the topic on?
So it was a senior lunch and learn. We had kind of like we had 6 different vendors, including ourselves, in our community, and we're on the social committee here. I used to be on the board, so highly involved. So we had an attorney talk about I forget exactly her topic. And then we had like senior placement. We had one of the assistant living facilities. And then we mixed it up and we had like California closets, so that there was something different. So
Okay.
yeah.
And overall feedback?
Good feedback. We got 13 surveys filled out of all of them, which is awesome. Next time we might force it a little bit more to try and get like that, contact information.
Did you
Um,
guys serve lunch?
we did. Hmm.
So it's very easy. This is our feedback form. This is also your lunch ticket. So we must have
Ooh.
these filled out in order to get the lunch.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yes, that's just what you do.
Yeah,
Uh, did you guys have, was it like a buffet style?
it was. And then we had each vendor do a raffle prize. So there was a little basket at each table to force the people to go up and talk. And if you talk to them, you got a ticket as well. So
Perfect. Okay.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
So super
And
excited. Have some follow up. Probably some of them requested home equity reports, so we're going to send them their way. And then I was scheming on what the next step should be because I almost think like I have connections in other HOA communities. I wonder if I could almost duplicate this, do different vendors, and hosted it in another HOA communities clubhouse and another, and kind of do it in that format to get in front of a different audience each time.
yeah, I mean, if it works, and is the point to try to get business from it? Is the point trying to fill up your CRM?
Business, of course. And we're heavily involved in the community. So we already do get leads. So this is just reinforcing our brand, who we are. We put it on social so they know we're out there working the community. And then I'm going to set some up on drip campaigns.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like a win to me.
Yeah. Super excited.
That's awesome. Awesome. Um, Perfect. And that was it. You said at a senior, like a 55 plus community.
No. So in Jersey, a lot of our HOA communities, like condo and townhome communities, if there's services with snow removal and landscaping, they tend to lean kind of 50% young buyers, 50% elderly, because they have the fear of moving into a 55 plus around here and people dying. So we have a pretty hardy uh older community where I live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. And see, I mean, another thing, I mean, because you got such good traction, I mean, that's a lot of people. I would almost not hesitate to do a follow up at that same community too, and build
Okay.
on, like I don't know exactly what your guys' topics was, but I would build on like either wills, trust, and probate, or I'd build on downsizing made easy. I would build on one of those two because that gets more of your expertise. I would do it just you. I wouldn't bring in other vendors. Um, and that also will bring another opportunity for them to, to move along the pipeline.
Okay. Very true.
So, perfect. Well, it looks like it might be. Oh, hi, Diana. How's it going? Sorry, I was doing a couple things, but anything you want to talk about or mention or problem solve over?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of piggyback off of yesterday's call about the board of directors, and how that looks in a small town. Um, yeah, just because I've really been thinking about that, I've been really reflecting on that's a change I need to make, and um, I just kind of wanted to know more about that.
So I think I always go where like if you start with your clients and you think, okay, my clients when they come in, and I consider everyone your client, even if they haven't bought or sold a house from you, how can I bring them value and how do I make it so that like people think like this of realtors? How do I make them think like, oh, no, I'm the same as a estate planner or a financial planner? And being in a small town, it's so very important to find the good ones that can be trusted. And I wouldn't be afraid, especially like an estate attorney, financial planner, tax planner. I wouldn't be afraid to go outside of your town because I don't know this, but you might not have the best of the best in your small town because it's a small town. Also, reputations are really hard or really easy to ruin in small towns because if you mess one person up, then they're at the county, or the county, but the local grocery store, and they're like, oh, that person. So it might be worth trying to go a little bit outside. And for the most part, like financial planners, tax planners, estate planners, you're not meeting with them on a frequent basis. So even if you had to drive 30 minutes or an hour, or you did it on Zoom, or they had to come to you, it wouldn't be in the world. But I would be looking at like, how do I introduce and really help my clients build, protect, and transfer wealth and making those. When was the last time you've done a second opinion on your tax returns? Most people never. And most people say, I've never had it. Or I just switched. Oh, what made you switch? Oh, just my guy retired or whatever, my girl retired or whatever it may be. But being able to bring a second opinion for tax returns, financial planning, even an estate planner, it's something that most people don't even talk about. But I guarantee if they're like, hey, where should we go to the movies? They're asking five of their friends. So if we go with that mentality and from that mentality say, okay, well, now that we are asking these questions and we're seeing who needs what and who needs who, now it's easier to go to maybe an out of towner and say, hey, financial planner, I see that you're in this town. I'm over in the neighboring town over here. I'm looking to build a relationship with a great financial planner. I want to come and see, what services you offer, your value proposition, and see if we're a good fit to work together. And then I can see which one of my clients is your future client. And then it's just going with the expectation of saying, look, I'm coming to you because I actually already have clients of mine that are looking for a second opinion on a financial planner. So, A, will you give them a free review? Sit down with them, meet with them, see what they're doing now, and see if there's a way that you can help them. Two, the way I got these clients is because I call them on a monthly basis. And one of the questions I ask them is, are they open to a second opinion on their financial planner? Or do they love their financial planner? So if I'm going to do this for you to help you get business, I need to know that you're going to do the same thing, that when you meet with your clients or when you're calling your core referral partners, that you're going to say, hey, do you know a great real estate agent that specializes in X, Y, and Z? Oh, you don't? I would love to put you in touch with this great agent. If you're willing to do that, I'm willing to do this. Now, I'm not saying it has to be a tit for tat. Like I bring you one, you owe me one. I bring you one, but I can't have it one sided where I'm constantly helping you grow your business and you're not helping me grow my business. And you doing a great job for your clients, that's awesome. That's why I want to partner up with you. But I can't have you be part of my board of directors and go out of my way to help get you business if you're not going to do the same for me. And it seems like such a scary thing to say, but you got to think of like they're in the same boat we are, but even worse because we only need 20 to 30 clients a year to be really successful at what we do. Most financial planners, CPAs, tax planners, estate planners, they need 200 to 300 clients to be successful. So if you say you're going to reach out to your 100, 200, 300, 1,000 people in your database and introduce them, their eyes are like this going, oh my gosh, I can get more clients. Because they also know, like we know, that every client they bring into their ecosystem knows 100 to 200 to 300 people. So they're expanding their market share and their ecosystem. And that's kind of how I say is like every board of director is expanding your ecosystem. If you get one financial planner, one estate planner, one tax planner, one life insurance agent that each have 200 to 300 people, there's 1,200 people that you just expanded your ecosystem by just adding 4 key partners. Is it going to take a while? Yeah, it takes 12 to 18 months. They're going to have to trust you. They're going to have to see that you're actually doing what you're saying you're doing. And they want to see that you're good at what you do. So, and that's, again, the good thing is, even if you don't have 20 to 30 clients a year or selling 20 to 30 homes a year, that's okay because most agents sell 4 to 7 homes per year. So all we got to show is, hey, yeah, when I have a client, look, they're happy. And I'm starting my business up where I'm really dedicated to doing great service. I don't know if you guys follow Ricky Caruth, but he had a reel that was pretty great the other day. He said, look, what do you say when a seller says, how many homes have you sold? And you've sold 0. You say, I've sold 0. And let me tell you why that's such a great thing for you. Because I'm going to spend every single waking minute of my life working on selling your home. Unlike the person that's doing 20 to 30 or 70 homes, they're going to be distracted. You are my gold. You are the person that I am going to spend so much time with. And I have to do a great job with you because if I don't, I'm never going to do another house again. But when I sell your house, I really want you to sing from the rooftops because you would really be helping my business grow. So does that kind of help out a little bit?
It does. So, like, Montana's a pretty big state. So I go 2 hours in every direction,
Perfect.
and that's still less than 100,000 people. Um,
Okay.
so,
So if
uh,
100,000 people, 7%, or let's even say 4% on a low end, are selling, buying, or investing in real estate, that's what, 4,000 people? We only need 20 of them.
mhm.
That's how my mind, like, I just go statistic, probability. So probability is how do we get 20 to 30 of those 4,000 people? Well, I mean, we're not asking for an astronomical number right there. I mean, I don't even know the math on it, but I think that's less than 2%. So how do you position yourself? You position yourself as a professional because no other realtors or very few realtors have a power team of a estate planner. Like, hey, when you guys meet with me, I just want you to let you know I have a financial planner looking over the transaction. I have an estate planner looking over the transaction. I have a tax planner looking over the transaction. I have a life insurance planner looking over or insurance planner looking over the transaction. I'm making sure that we are fully encompassing. It's not just about putting a sign in the yard and getting my commission when you hire me.
Yeah, and I have a vendor list, and it's a pretty strong vendor list, and the people do a good job. They are good at what they do. It's just not reciprocated, and I guess that's where I'm annoyed. Um,
So
yeah, even
one is
yesterday,
expectation. You have to give them the
yeah.
expectation. If you don't tell them, it's just like even our core, our people on our phone. If we don't tell them that we work by referral only and that we really need them to refer us people and introduce us to people and teach them how, they won't. It's why most agents fail, because they're chasing leads instead of just building relationships with the people on their phone. I'll tell you, it is the reason why I do so many transactions a year. It's because I found the people on my phone that I build a relationship with. And whenever, like I met some guy at the golf course on Wednesday. Now my job is to build a relationship up with him. I first start with the relationship. So we already have another golf date planned. And then from there, I go, okay, now how can I bring him into the ecosystem of providing value and empowering him through education? So I think it's expectation. It's just, you have a big vendor list, set one coffee date a day or one coffee date a week, however long you want, however fast you want to ramp this up. Sit with them and say, hey, I just really wanted to appreciate you and show you that I appreciate you. And I want to let you know, like, this is when they might think that people just reach out to you and say, hey, do you have a good roofer? Oh yeah, I have a great roofer. No. I'm reaching out to them. Even if it's not the case, I'm reaching out to them and I ask them, hey, when was the last time you got your roof inspected? Or when we're going to buy this house, I want to let you know, I have an extensive team from a roof inspector, a pool inspector, or, all the different people. I want to introduce you to them. So this is what I'm doing to get you business. I'm literally being your marketer. But I want to be honest, I'm not feeling you're doing the same for me. And I have to be extremely honest, I can't work for free anymore. So unless you're going to pay me for marketing your business, what I would really prefer is that you start helping market my business. This is how I'm doing it. I would love for you to do the same thing. If you don't want to do that, another alternative is you probably have a big book of business, a big database. I need you to share that database with me, or I need to see that you are sending out a cross-marketing email or phone call or mailer that's going to include my information as well. Because I can't keep being the top of funnel, funneling everybody's business, but no one's feeding the business back up my way. And here's the thing. If I don't get business and new clients, I can't keep feeding your business. And if you're not willing to do so, I'm going to have to really look at other alternatives for a roofer, for a placement agent, for a declutterer, because that only makes sense. Or if I'm going out and getting the business, then I might as well look into hiring someone or partnering with someone to start this business myself. And it's just confidence. The worst they're going to say is, I know I don't want to do that. I feel uncomfortable doing that. Okay, fair enough. Then I'm going to start looking for other partners that actually want to be partners with me, not just, and you don't have to say this vulgar, but not just feed off of me. I can't keep feeding you and your family if you're not willing to help me build my business. Because ultimately, I'm not asking you to do that much. I'm not telling you to go stand in a corner and wave a sign. I'm not telling you to go spend thousands and thousands of dollars marketing my business. I'm just trying to say that everyone you talk to, you bring me up. Because all I need is one person. If you could just give me one person a year, just imagine that. If you have 20 vendors and they just gave you one person a year, that's 20 extra deals you'll do.
Right.
You got to let them know, like, I don't need hundreds of people coming my way. I just need you to commit to one. And I would come with math. How many people have you introduced to them in the last 5 years?
Well, I haven't been in real estate for 5 years. So
okay, well, however many years.
I don't have that track record.
Or I would go, how many people are you going to introduce to them in the next 5 years? Yeah. So that's kind of how I would look at it. And again, you just look at it as like a board of directors. Like, hey, the corporation is the ecosystem of clients. And we can't all be trying to build Target up if we're not all trying to help each other. We each have our own service, we each have our own thing, but we need to build this up together. Does that help?
It does, but it's still
It's
a challenge.
but I'm gonna tell you, like, when I started doing this and I started doing the expectations from the beginning, it became easy. And now there's like people like literally, I have someone that she's a financial planner as well as she does like tax planning. She reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to get more involved with you. What else can I do?" She's now paying $1,000 a month for Facebook ads so that we can build business together, so we can get leads together. And she's actually going to help me run the leads. She just can't run these leads by her, or can't run the marketing by herself, because she's not allowed to send advertisement out to people that she doesn't know they're accredited investor. As a real estate agent, I can send and market it to, actually, I legally have to send it to anybody.
Right.
So we have advantages that these tax planners, estate planners, financial planners, insurance planners don't have. We have the training that these people don't have either. So I would say just start with one. Set one appointment this week or for the next week. Have the conversation with them, and then let's come back and problem solve and see what happened.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay.
And come to find out, her boyfriend's a realtor.
So guess who's
Right
not in your
next.
vendor list anymore?
What a waste of an hour. Um, but like I wouldn't know that just reading her website or getting to know her. Like she
Right.
has to like keep talking.
And I
Um,
wouldn't say it was a waste, because what you just learned is a valuable lesson that that person was never going to give you business. So
no.
you were going to feed her business, and she was never going to feed it back. I will
Right,
also say, what happens when they break up?
right.
Like, I've had people, like, I literally have a loan officer. His brother is an agent, and he just referred me his wife's parents, who passed away. So they're the wife's family. I'm going to be the agent on it because it's what I specialize in.
Mm.
So not every agent is going to specialize and bring the opportunities that we can bring. I am going to end today a little short, just because I have my 5-pillar masterclass today at 9 a.m. For you guys that don't know it, I'll give a little plug. I'm doing every Friday at 9 a.m. I'm going to do a masterclass on your 5 different pillars to become a top producer. It's $27 for one time, $97 for a lifetime, and you come as many Fridays as you want. And I'm going to literally break down the 5 different pillars that I use to become a top producer. So that will be that. And then I do a social media class every other Friday at 2 p.m., basically teaching you how to use social media, how to systematically engage, build your content pillars, and then master social media ads to always be remembered. So just keep that in mind. And if you guys ever want to join, just let me know. And if nothing else, unless someone's got a quick question to ask or something like that. Well, perfect. Well, I thank you guys for coming today, and yeah, we'll just keep going. And I would say again, Diana, I would just book at least 1 or 2 appointments every single week, and then again, we can role play it and go over it. I know both me and Paul, if you're ever uncomfortable with it, we can. Paul's really good at it. We can do a live, Zoom meeting with one of your partners, or even with someone new, and see if it works for you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.